This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Pete Biscuit! It's Jimmy from Boston. Forget mermaids and farm animals. I want to know what kind of nuclear juices Petey's dropping that Jackie makes him go take a shit in the lobby. I'd say it's time to start eating some roughage, kid. Oh, wait.
Wow, one of my dad's favorite tunes of all time. You know this one, Sebastian?
Oh, yeah, this is Michael McDonald.
Yes.
Yes.
Judges? Yes. Yes, the judges agree. Fantastic. Show's over. Good night.
Very good, dude. With the Doobie Brothers. He came over and played with the Doobie Brothers for a little while, put them on the map. What's up, man? Pete Sebastian Show! We're back! How's everybody out there? Thanks for listening. As always, we really appreciate the support. We're having a blast. Sebastian, how are you doing, bro? When is this Last Irishman coming out? I need this.
Your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea what the hell's going on. So, last time I opened my mouth, I got in trouble. So I can't say nothing.
He's tinkering. Beautiful.
Yeah,
it's going to be a masterpiece.
It's going to be something, and looking forward to it, but I don't have any word. As soon as I get the word, the people of the Pete and Sebastian Show will find out. And what's going on? I got a list here of stuff amongst my list of things to do. I've been doing something different lately, and I've been writing down on a sketch pad.
Yeah,
my things to do. I like the sketch pad opposed to the binder with lines in it. I like an open page to doodle in the corner if I need to.
This is your world, your creation. Let's put a little one right here.
that's a good thing, because I usually have a binder book, and the problem is sometimes, like, I have these nice leather covers. I literally go to write, and when I'm going to write, I'm like, that's not worthy of the book. So I don't even write it. I got to wait till I find some bullshit Holiday Inn stationery or something. So it's ridiculous, because I really feel like I'll be dead someday and someone's going to find this leather and open it and go, oh my God, every page is brilliance. And I don't want them to get a page and then it says fucking get milk. Don't forget to get gas for the car. It just taints the whole notebook, you know?
Yeah, no, man. This is strictly my book of what I got to do today. But in the midst of it is podcast topics. And one is, and I want to get your take on this. I had a guy come up to the put it this way. I went to go check my mailbox, and a guy started to approach me with a hard hat on and a orange vest.
Yeah.
He had a couple pieces of paper in his hand. And he said, hey, I'm here to chop some of the trees down in your backyard, or just trim them up at the top. They're touching some utility wires. Now, as soon as he said that, I said, scam. Man.
I'm thinking Russian tapping your lines. What just gets the red vest automatically, we just go, okay, right? The orange vest, I mean.
I'm the type, I size the guy up from top to bottom, and then I'm looking at his truck too, right? Now this guy's got a big orange truck with one of those buckets on it, you would see someone working in if they were working on a telephone line.
Yeah, yeah.
So this thing's got a crane on it, and it says Los Angeles tree removal or something like that on the side.
Right.
But still, I don't believe this guy. Like, I'm thinking this guy rented a truck and put LA tree removal on the side of it and went through the trouble of getting a vest and a hard hat just to get into people's backyards. Is that sick?
It's not, I think like you. I got an example a little later I want to share, because I think like you, and I respect where you're going. You got to think to yourself, man, what are they getting out of the backyard? Like, maybe putting up a camera? Like, where'd you go further with this in your head?
Oh, I did a full scope out of the backyard because they were going to come back next week and rob the joint.
Yeah, but I mean, can't they just come by in the middle of the night and one of them just shimmy the other one up to look over the wall? They got to rent a truck and a bucket and shit to see what's in your backyard?
Maybe they were looking to do a 15-house run and knock everybody off. I don't know.
I'm thinking maybe they want to slap some cameras up there, do a little surveillance on the home. I don't know, maybe get something on you. If not on you, maybe find out when you guys aren't home, then come in. And then the detectives go, do you know there were cameras on the hedges in your backyard just blasting through every room of your house? What was that? Oh, we let some dudes in a... So you never know, but like, what are you supposed to do? Show me a electrician badge?
Normally what happens is the city sends out a letter saying this is going to happen. I didn't get the letter. I didn't see anything.
All right.
They give you a preliminary heads up. Somebody's going to be knocking on your door just for this purpose, right?
Yeah.
But I did some due diligence. I looked at the truck, licensed for LAWP, and they were going in and out of people's yards. So they came in the back, they trimmed some trees, and that was that. But I was talking to my wife. My wife's even like me now too. Where like 10 years ago, she used to be one like, come on in. Now she's going, are they legit? You see any ID? Mm-hmm. I go, wow, I trained you well. Absolutely. Is there any way to live though like that? Always on the defense.
But it depends, out in the real world, you don't want to live like that. But anyone approaching the house, I mean, Sadie yelled at me the other day because I was saying, all right, get off the lawn, because I looked over and one couple was coming one way, walking their dog, and another couple was coming the other way, and they knew each other. So they stopped and had about a 20-minute chat. But they were like all on my lawn. They were on the edge of my lawn. And Sadie's like, Dad, so what? They're standing on your lawn. I go, they're standing on someone else's property. So I'm right there with you. It's psychotic, man. It's like they're literally half on the sidewalk, half off. What is my problem? But your situation, you're just looking out. That's a little different. That's safety.
Yeah. But those little things too bother me. Like, I'll be sitting in my office, I'll look out the window and I'll see people talking like right in front of my door, and I'm like, what are they doing? And then I'll look out and I go, the whole neighborhood here, you had to stop and talk.
I do it. If somebody stops in front of my yard for anything, even if they get a phone call, I'm going to be looking at you until you move your business along. Absolutely, I'm with you, man. Of all the houses.
How do you feel about this? I got garbage cans out on my front yard, right?
Right.
What do you feel about the guy coming and collecting plastic out of your garbage? Do you would you say, hey, guy, you can keep it moving, or do you go, hey, the guy's just trying to make an extra $1?
Oh, he's getting the empties? Yeah. As long as they keep it neat. As long as they keep it neat, they can go for it. I mean, I recycle anyway. I got the bin, but yeah, that's that. Did I leave a mess?
Not that they leave a mess, but like when I go out there and I get the mail and the guy's rummaging through my garbage, I at least want to like a hello, like, hey, what's going on? Don't act like we don't see each other, right?
Yeah, but I mean, in his head,
you got to give a nod to the owner of the home. Hey, I know what I'm doing is, I mean, is that my property anymore?
I think once you're tossing it, it's no longer your property, number one. And number two, I mean, put yourself in his, I was going to say shoes, but maybe even shoe if he's lucky. I mean, the last thing he wants to do is say, good morning, fella, to the guy's half-drank 7-Up bottle he's fucking collecting. 19 more to go until I can get a candy bar. Ho! Now I sound like a dick. Oh, man.
These guys are generally not like these, that they do this for a living, and they probably make a nice little. I'm not saying they're doing well, but I mean,
no, I've been to L.A. where down in Hollywood we'd return ours and they'd be coming with huge bags. Sometimes they'd have a truck even. It's dirty and smelly, but they do get some serious cash out of it.
Hey, garbage is our bread and butter.
But I don't think he wants to say hi to you because he's getting your garbage.
I don't think he owes you. I don't think
the opposite. I think you should go back inside until he's done taking your bottles out. Don't make it awkward for him, man. You want a nod? Lou, you think that deserves a nod, or just guy? Let's not make eye contact. It's awkward enough.
I would give a nod just because.
If you were collecting the can.
Either way, if I'm Sebastian, I'm nodding, and if I'm the guy on the street, I'm nodding. Just to look him in the eyes and be like, hey, we're all good here.
I don't think anyone owes anyone any nods, man. You tell jokes for a living. He collects cans. That's it, man. The cans are out there.
But if I was telling jokes, if I was telling jokes next to his garbage cans, I would have to give the nod if the guy came out, right?
I guess, man. I guess.
Do we get a cab? What do we do? Maybe Uber?
Get off my lawn.
Uber X. What is it? What is it?
Did you hear me? I said get off my lawn now.
God knows what's going to pull up tonight to pick you up.
I blow a hole in your face and then I go in the house. And I sleep like a baby. You can count on that. We used to stack fucks like you 5 feet high in Korea. Use you for sandbags.
I'm good.
Get off my lawn.
The party, the mermaid party.
So it's some video.
Now,
unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, Lana went all out again. It started as a mermaid that was going to come and sing some songs in the pool. And by the end of this thing, we had a full-blown mermaid dessert station with hats that were being spray painted with the girls' names on it, as well as almost like a Stone Cold Creamery ice cream place that come and roll ice cream. I don't know how the hell they do it, but this thing was a full operation and it was in full swing. But I have to tell you, and I was a little disappointed, and I think you saw the video. The mermaid, and I think you texted me this too, and I'm glad you did. The mermaid was brought out on a dolly that you would bring like bricks out if you were building an oven in your backyard, right? Did you see this thing?
Yeah. I mean, I've actually seen versions of that at like Best Western for luggage.
Yeah, man.
But it was a dolly with handles. And
it was a dolly with handles, but if you're going to wheel out a full-blown mermaid, and we got the upgrade on the fin, right? We got the real-life kind of Daryl Hannah fin.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, if you're going to make an entrance as a mermaid, you can't come in a luggage rack, right?
Yeah, I saw the video. The fin looked stunning. She was an attractive young lady from what I could see with the long flowing hair. You even caught your father-in-law. I couldn't decide if he was napping on the couch or texting.
I think he was out cold.
and then the mermaid comes in with her back up against the handles, squatted over, waving on. It was like you took all the time for this fin and everything else. What do you? All right, I have opinions about the entrance, but continue.
Well, I was a little kind of concerned with the entrance just because if you're going to make an entrance as a mermaid, I would think the music would stop and then you would have some type of like dun dun dun, like some mermaid song, and you get wheeled in something that looks decorative, you know, something that almost like a boat or something. Put some time into into the trolley, right?
You got a mermaid, man. This is a big deal.
Yeah, I don't know. It was anticlimactic. So then,
she got to the edge of the pool, and she was like, "Hi, guys," and it was almost like this is like an older cousin of somebody getting in the pool. This is supposed to. It's a mermaid. It should, maybe everyone get out of the pool. Let her get comfortable first. She gets nervous swimming around people. She says, "I don't know, but something."
Something, yeah.
The mermaid
I agree, man.
It might flap all over. We don't know if we have the chlorine set at the right level.
Was she even an actress?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Part anytime. So I was not. She showed me no enthusiasm about being a mermaid, man.
Well, I gotta tell you what ruined it for me and Lou. I don't know if she's an actress or not, but what kind of took me out of the moment was when the girl was wheeling her, and they got to where the pool was. She goes, "Oh man, are you gonna be able to get in there?" You know, like it was one of these things where it took me out of the moment. When the girl looked at like the setup of the pool and she goes, "Oh, are you gonna be able to squeeze through there?" I'm like, "What the fuck? You didn't lay it out before you came, and you didn't look at like, okay, what we're gonna do like is gonna like." It was almost like they took the dolly up to the pool and just like threw her in. I thought the way this was gonna go down was, kids, we gotta get out of the pool. And then dun, 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 and then she comes in and all the kids are outside the pool. And then she waves. She don't say nothing.
Yeah.
She goes into the pool. And then she takes that big fin,
right,
almost like a great white, and just does a flipper job as she goes under the water, right?
Yes.
And we let the mermaid kind of swim around in there. And then the music stops. She pops up. She's like, "Hello, kids. My name is Mermaid." And then the kids come in.
Yeah, bro, I got goosebumps listening to your version. And then maybe she does a hop up after all that onto the edge of the pool, and the fin is soaking wet, flopping with water hitting the kids. You know? And then she does a back flop back in.
And then, you know, I'm sitting there going, and I'm in the pool with Serafina, and there's kids ranging in the pool from like, Serafina, who was 2, was probably the youngest, to age 12, right? And everybody in between.
Sure.
And I don't know if it's an LA thing, but I'm sitting in the pool, right? And the mermaid's talking like she's a mermaid. She's like, mermaids, when we, how I became a mermaid? I became a mermaid when I was at the ocean, and I saw there was a really, really bright shell at the bottom of the ocean. I went to go get that shell, and then and I'm thinking to myself, and I'm looking around, I go, these kids ain't buying this. They not buying it.
Well,
right? Like,
but
like
that. What?
Go
that sounds like a tragic accident, right? I mean, now the kids are leaving thinking they might accidentally turn into one of these fucking things. You're supposed to just say you were born that way, honey. Boom,
that's
done.
What I thought. I thought she was gonna say I had a dolphin as a mother.
Yeah, but a kid would buy that shit hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah. You turn into one of these things at 17, right?
Oh, God. For the rest of your kid's life, don't touch the bottom. You come up a fish. Fucked up. We had one at my party when I was 2. By the way, I did hear her call out Serafina's name, and I've been to Disney World with the quote-unquote, we did the castle breakfast with the princesses, and I really felt the princesses at the castle. They do this, hello, thank you for joining us at the... I mean, you're buying it. I thought this girl's was a little, like, again, an older cousin. Where's Serafina? No. It's a boat. You're a mermaid. You're magical. And saying you might not get through the glass, that's like Santa looking at the chimney going, this is going to be fucking tight.
Oh, God, you're right, man. I mean, I was missing that kind of Disney-esque Snow White, like, hello, boys and girls. We're going to, like, just something that was. This was magical. Like, I'm sorry, but like, yeah, you can't have the mermaid have like an accent, like she's from Detroit. I mean, you gotta like, you know. It's like, I don't, like you said, I don't want cousin Francesca coming into the pool going, where's the floaties? You know, like, come on, man.
Yeah. and there was nothing special about the handler. I was like, would you call a friend last minute with a van? I mean, yeah, right? I saw her. She was just, shouldn't she be in like a special mermaid handling outfit?
I would think, like, yeah, like maybe she's in training to be a mermaid and didn't get her fin yet. I mean, that goes against being born that way. But if you want to take it as far as, the handler wasn't even introduced. The handler's just sitting up there saying nothing, and it's just like, maybe get the handler involved saying, she's trying to be a mermaid, but she only has 3 stars, and you need 5 to get it. Like, I don't know, make up some story. I was just saying the kids in the pool, even Serafina looked at me going, Dad, this ain't real, is it? I mean, like, she can't talk that well, but even she was doubting this thing.
Right, right. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I don't know if it's an LA thing, because I'm trying to think, like, if I brought a mermaid back home to the northwest suburbs of Chicago, and kids were 2 and through 12, would they buy it? Or would they go, come on, Dad, give me a piece of pizza. There's a mermaid in the pool.
They would buy me with a wig and a shaved face more than they'd buy that, B actress, Baldwin sister. I mean, jeez. See, I wasn't buying it. By the way, even the handler, how about some white gloves? You're handling a mermaid. This is magical. I just think the kids would have bought it more in the performance. By the way, how did she swim? Did she swim?
She swam. I mean, my pool's not that big, so one or two of those, flippers, and she's at the other side of the pool in no time. But here's another thing that kind of was not authentic. On the way out, when she's on the luggage rack, I don't know if this was in the deal, but she's eating a plate of food. Like, she's eating a mini burger on the exit.
Oh, come on. No, are you serious?
Like, yeah, like she had a plate. Like, the handler fixed her a plate on the way out. So as soon as she got on the... It'd be like Daffy Duck taking his head off before he got backstage at Disney World. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely. It was just like in Disney World, these princesses, when they were around you, the kids were going, want a piece of cake or this, that, and they're like, no, thank you. They're like high society, dainty. They don't eat. You think they don't eat? The mermaid is fucking sucking down a burger on a luggage rack. What would happen if you didn't even get the expensive mermaid? She just peels the thing off and walks out with it under her arm? Holy shit. Was
take the fin off and walk out of the pool. I'm done with this shit. That's it.
This reminds me a few seasons back when I told that Christmas story on the cast about the Santa doing a nice job and then going and sitting over on the park bench for an hour and a half. And Sadie walking up going, so what's going on? He's like, nothing. What the fuck, guy? Don't you got to get back to the North Pole? These people are breaking character before they're out. Holy shit. How'd Lana feel about this?
See, I don't know if Lana picked up the burger on the exit. I don't know if she's keen on that. But she was like, yeah, it was all right. We commented on the luggage thing, wheeling her in. I said, that could have been better. And maybe, we agreed that maybe a song would have been nice on the entrance. I do have to admit, they brought in a beautiful bubble machine. This thing was cranking out at least 1,000 bubbles a minute. I've never seen a bubble machine squirt that many bubbles out. So the backyard was filled with bubbles. But I just, there's a couple of tweaks I would have made on the production side of the mermaid coming into the pool, and having it be a little bit more authentic. But all in all, I think the kids had a good time with it. Catering was good. We had little mini hot dogs, little mini burgers, little cheese balls, kiddie type food.
Nice.
And it lasted three hours. But I gotta tell you, here's another one. Like, you have a party at 2. You have a kid party at 2 to 5, right?
Yeah.
What's proper etiquette on an arrival time? Like, when do you come to a 2 o'clock party?
Exact time.
So I don't know if this is a California thing, but we had people come an hour and a half late to the party. And then...
what do you mean, show up late?
Yeah, like 3:30. Party starts at 2.
Nah, you think because maybe that's not right, but maybe because Seraphine is only 2, they feel like it can be a little more casual arrival.
I think maybe they had another party. I don't know exactly.
Another party with another mermaid? Get out of here! You're here at the start time. Doors close at start time, right? Like a Broadway play.
Oh God!
Jeez, so, yeah, that's offensive, man.
Yeah, it's. I don't know, and this is another thing. I don't know, again, if this is a Los Angeles thing, but they don't open the gifts at the party.
Some parties do, some don't.
Okay, growing up, right? Yeah, I opened up my gifts in front of the party.
Right.
Did you?
I did, but they don't do that now because sometimes people, the ideas, can't afford to get what other kids can, so you don't want to put anyone on the spot, man.
What?
That's what I understand. That's what I'm telling you.
So
that way,
man.
Yeah. And honestly, man, most kids don't want to open up gifts. They have 3 hours. They want to go nuts, especially if it's not your gift. If you're not the kid getting a gift, holy shit. That's like me and Lou watching somebody else smoke weed.
Puff, give. Puff, give.
You're telling me
that
gift giving now has become such a socio-economic event that some kid's going to go, I only got him a doll and you got him a PlayStation. Like someone's going to say that?
Well, no, but your kid might go crazy for the doll. Thank you for my doll, Cindy. It's so good. And then they open up a gift from their other friend and go and just throw it aside. And then the friend.
Yeah, but this would go back to the parent saying, and we were instructed to do this. My mother, I remember her saying, whatever the hell you open, you act like you got a brand new car. I don't give a shit if it's a small stuffed animal or it's a full game console. You give the same enthusiasm for every gift opened, right?
Yeah. Well, you got good parents, man.
So I still do that to this day. I'll open up a gift and I'll go, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Socks?
Dude, you never do. You rip to shit every gift I give you. What are you talking about? The wings, the sword.
That's what
No, I know. I believe you. I'm just busting. Yeah, but listen, I don't think I told you this. I'll try to make it quick. But last year, Sadie was having a birthday party, and she had one friend at school from her pre-K that she really wanted to invite. So we don't know how to. The other thing is, you're not supposed to have your kid invite friends at school. You don't do that anymore unless you're inviting the whole class. Which
you can't pass out the invitations at the school.
No, exactly. You cannot do that. So, but the only way we could get a hold of this kid is we had Sadie take an envelope, bring it in. We go, when you see your friend at school, put it in her envelope and tell her it's for her mommy. All right? And Sadie's like, okay. And she's like, I did it, Dad. Okay, right? So now it's a week before Sadie's birthday party. We haven't heard from them at all if they're going to come or not. And now we're at the school for like an open house. And Jackie and I are walking up the hall. And the girl who we invited, her mom, is coming walking up the hall with the girl. So the girl and Sadie are talking. So Jackie looks right at the mom and goes, hi, I'm Jackie. I'm Sadie's mom. And the lady barely says anything. She just gives a nod. And then Jackie goes, because Jackie was afraid that maybe this woman wasn't responding because she didn't want to have to get a gift. So Jackie goes, I don't know if you got the invitation. We're having a party, no gifts necessary or anything. And I just, if you can't make it, I understand, but I just want to make sure you got it because Sadie gave it to your daughter in the bag. The woman looks right at Jackie and goes, I got it. And then she just kept walking away. And I look at Jackie and I go, well, are you coming? Like, I go, Jack, how do you not go up to her and say, what the fuck? And she goes, you can't make waves. Every parent's different. I go, that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make sense.
So some people get offended maybe that you give an invitation because they feel like you're making me buy a gift and don't put me on a spot and don't ask my door. I don't know, bro. It's crazy.
Wow, I never heard of that, man. This has gotten way out of hand.
Yeah, I think proper etiquette these days is you open the gifts later and then you write a thank you card for every friend.
Yeah, well, they got many more that used to come, not only with Serafina, but with the boy coming. God knows what the hell that boy birthday party is going to look like the first year. I told Lana, I go, come on, I mean, let's, fine, you got to do milestone birthdays here. The first birthday is a big one. I mean, 2, who's looking at 2? I mean, what's the next one, do you think? 5?
5's a big one. Yeah, 5's a big one. Hey, with Lana, who knows what's going on next year? Next year, we're going to drain the pool, and we're going to be skateboarding on the walls. By the way, love the glass child-proof wall going around the pool. That is class.
I gotta tell you. Yeah. I gotta tell you this. And I've been to many a home with that gate. All right, you see that gate? Looks like I don't know, a dog fence or whatever the hell they put around the they put around the pool.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. The minute you put that thing up, fuck the whole pool. I don't even want the pool.
I can't see anything but that gate.
Right.
I can't even see the pool. So we had a guy come out and put the gate in. This is prior to the glass. He put the gate in, and I could see my backyard as soon as I walk in the house. As soon as I walked in the house, I looked right out at the backyard. That's all I saw was that fence. That's all I saw. I didn't see trees. I didn't see grass. I didn't see flowers. I didn't see the pool. I saw it again. And I let that line, and she goes, I know. It's coming out. I said, get it out of here. So they burned it, and I said, bring in the glass. And I mean, the glass is, probably 3 times more than the thing, but I got to tell you, it's seamless. You don't even see it, really.
No, it's just... when you do see it, I actually... I prefer it than not have it. It gives a coziness to the whole area.
It does, man. When you're swimming, you feel like you're in a little tank.
Exactly. The mermaid had all those glass walls to play with. She could have splatted up to them. What a half-assed job. I wish I would know the price. I don't want to know the price. It's none of my business. But I tell you, man, this is...
I got to find out. I don't exactly know. It wasn't that bad, but I'll definitely circle back on a price.
By the way, do you remember a big time listener of the cast, a gentleman named Dom? I'll just go with first names. He's the one who gave us a couple of tiger whiskers. That's right. Dom, I lost them, man. We would love some more tiger whiskers. I'm not gonna lie to you, they bring good luck. But when he heard about your animal farm, he's got a buddy who's got some sort of a situation right outside of L.A. This guy has big cats, lions, tigers, and bears. and he actually has the animals, the tigers that they used in the movie Gladiator. His tigers were used to fight with Crow. Wow. And Dom's like, especially your boy gets a little older or whatever, you wanna have your kids messing with tigers. He might be able to set up a tiger. I don't know about tiger to the home, but like,
bro, I can't have a tiger. I can't have a tiger wandering around the backyard. That's a liability. Like, I mean, can you imagine having that at a birthday party?
Yeah, but we're gonna have like 4 of the top big game hunters in the world on the rooftop, hovering over your house, locked in on the tiger at all times.
Love the song, Lou. Oh yeah, no, I don't know, man. I mean, you can't. I mean, how far is this gonna go? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, that's that. I went to gymnastics class with my wife and Serafina. I just can't. I can't mind my own business. I don't know what you do when you go to like a party or maybe a school event that your daughter's involved in, but what I do as soon as I go to a gymnastics class, I size up everybody in the class, right?
Yeah.
I look at their feet, the whole thing. I'm sick, bro. It's just like, I'm thinking, okay, we're going to be all walking around on the same mats, and this guy's got bare feet, right? He's got one.
What? Are you doing the gymnastics too?
Well, we're not doing the gymnastics, but we're kind of like helping Serafina around the kind of obstacle course that they set up, right?
Oh, interesting. All right.
There's a teacher there, but... Serafina's like, oh, daddy, come here. And then I'll hold her hand on the trampoline as she, like does these jumps and whatnot. But you got to take your shoes off.
I see. Now, are you helicopter in this situation? Like, would the instructors rather not have you be doing this?
No, all the parents were doing it. And then, Serafina then would go off with the instructor, and the instructor would show her how to do the course. But then the second time around, Serafina would want to hold your hand or whatever. It's like, yeah, I mean, I was off to the side. I mean, I was sitting off to the side, not doing anything at points. But at some point, I would have to go up and, hold her hand. And Daddy was doing the balance beam or what have you. I was just goofing around. But,
all right, well, Sadie may have started when she was 3, so it might have been a little older. But her gymnastics, which, by the way, she just stopped doing, she was the worst one in the whole class. We did 2 years, and we're like, you're not good at this. But anyway, they had a yellow line, and they had an instructor, a young lady who owns the company, and she had 2 helpers. And there was a yellow line, and parents are not allowed over that yellow line. Oh, wow. And there's a wall with a big plastic glass. And you can watch your kid through that. And it was hard because all the parents are hogging it. But
they have that. They have that, but
that's what they want you. But you're LA people.
We were in, bro. We were in.
That's because you do that. Because you're in LA, you guys do that. You take your shoes off and you go and you help instead of letting them be alone with the children. That's the LA culture. It's helicoptering, man. I'm sorry.
It's not helicoptering, bro.
Luke, can I get a helicopter music? What the fuck? Are you tired from doing the bonfire fucking thing? Oh, now I get this sloppy, too loud one. All right, whatever.
So I I'm sitting there looking at the kid, and the kid's going down the trampoline, and I get this. I go, that's it. That's a wrap. What's this guy got? Measles? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. But, like, as soon as I hear a cough, a sneeze, a runny nose, it's like, let's get the hell out of here. I don't want to deal with this shit.
Dude, the guy, Ray, my lawyer for the show, he told me he heard the cast. He said, dude, my niece 2 years ago was at Aquatopia where you were. She got a flesh-eating bacteria.
That's what I'm saying, man. This thing is a petri dish of disease.
Yes, there's no chlorine on the trampoline, man. That's
man. And you know what? these gymnastic places, they stink like feet, right?
Oh, yeah.
God damn. I mean, there's the place is huge, and I'm thinking everybody's got their feet, and there's God knows what kind of foot fungus is living in the foam balls. What the hell's on the balance beam? I mean, at the end of the day, is there really a guy that comes there with a disinfectant wipe and wipes the whole damn thing down? No, they shut the lights. They go home and they come back and they do it all over again. So I don't need some
wet
kid
mop
hocking up
every
stuff.
Sunday. That's it. Wet mop. Now you got a dad barefoot next to you on the mats.
Oh God. It's like, come on, man. What, you didn't know you were coming to gymnastics? While you were getting ready, you didn't go, I should slip a sock on here. There's going to be other people. This guy had one of these, I don't know what people are doing. I swear to God, listeners, go home tonight.
Yeah.
Take your sock off and literally bend your foot towards your eyeballs and look at the bottom of your foot, right? Now, I swear to God, it's mainly on the big toe. It's one of these like skin disorders where it looks like a piece of Parmesan cheese, like it's like grated a little bit. You ever see that look? Where the skin coming off the big toe?
Come on, is this what this guy had going?
He had one of those, and then I swear to God, the entire bottom of his foot was black. And I'm like, guy, have you not worn any type of shoe in the last 17 years?
Oh, man, you got one of these on your hands. He's probably barefoot all the time, huh?
Yeah, one of these guys that never puts a shoe on. Yeah. So I don't know, bro. I'm like, I don't know. I'm there with my socks. I got my jeans on. I went in the foam pit. And as soon as I got in the foam pit, I had to get out of there because I smelled. I swear to God, it was like diving in it was almost like diving in 1,000 pairs of used socks. That's what I felt like.
You went into the foam pit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, man. That is up. I've never gone to one of those things. Dude, they're pissing and dribbling in there, and you can't clean a foam pit.
No,
by
bro,
the way,
it was...
the barefoot, for another child to see that, because there's other children around. A pool is one thing, I guess, but like, I remember last year telling you I went to that water park with Sadie and a friend. And one time, Jackie went down with Sadie, and you had to go down with a kid. So I went down with Sadie's friend, and she has to sit in front of me. And it goes fast, and she, like, grabbed my ankles close to my feet. And she's not my kid. She didn't want to go down with me. I didn't want to go down with her. Ever since, she looks at me different, bro. She's never looked at me the same, because she's like, I was too close to Sadie's father's feet.
Oh, God, yeah. There's no reason a grown man, another dad's feet should even approach another child.
Absolutely. The next time we went up, she's really right away. She's like, I'm going down with Sadie's mom. I'm going down with Miss Jackie. I'm going down. That's what I'm saying. Your daughter's going to see this man's feet, and it's like going to traumatize her, man. Grown men, fucking socks, guys.
Socks, bro.
Absolutely.
Hello, this is DJ Lou, and this is a show within a show. Me and Pete used to work together about 10 years ago on the Jim Brewer show here at SiriusXM. So I found a recording of me trying to start the live show with 5 minutes to go while Pete is annoying the fuck out of me with stupid questions while drinking beer.
Like the wallpaper sticks to the wall.
Lou, this goes without saying, but I love you, Lou. There is nobody in the business that can do what you do, man.
I make closer than pages that stick in a book. Mine. We're closer than rip.
Get out of my face! I'll do it later. I gotta do the show. I don't care. I gotta do the show. Punch me in the face. Punch me right in the face.
I'm not violent.
Wherever you'll find him, you'll find me. Just look
This is Lou's 5 minutes that you cannot have. That's why you interrupted me to compliment yourself?
Closer than Ricky to confessing he's gay.
How many 2 tickets to
Shut
paradise
up.
are we going to hear
What
today?
kind of shut up do you not get?
So we stick together like glue. When it's sleeping time, that's when we ride.
Why can't you talk to me?
Shut up.
Lou, there's certain things
Because I have to run the ship. Now get out of my face. You'll never learn it. You don't care.
They ring. A ding ding. Happy New Year. Me. Not to repeat.
Get the fuck out of here.
Lou! What's wrong with you? You don't throw out fucking beers!
Now I just missed it. You're weakening your country today, scumbag. I'm missing Larry's thing. I'm missing what I'm doing. Go outside and play.
I need you to open this.
I don't care about your boozing problem.
We'll hit a few late spots and then a few more.
I don't want to be criticized. Get out of here!
Seriously, Lou. I love you like a brother.
Pete, fuck off.
Memories pressed between the pages of my mind.
This has been a show within a show. Now back to the Pete and Sebastian Show.
Memories sweeten through the ages just like wine.
Check this out. Guy came to the show. I'll just go with his first name now. Guy named Rob came to my theater show at Sellersville that I was pushing. And he works for the biggest, basically they're called Ghost Hunters USA. And they hunt for ghosts. And he invited me on a ghost hunt when he was at the show. And then he reached out to me because I said I'm interested. I told him I don't believe in ghosts. So he reached out to me and we spoke. And basically what it is they go on ghost hunts. Some of his guys have actually been on they had a TV show, like one of those sci-fi channels. But they go and they hunt. And he's like, with you, if we really want to see it, he goes, we have these events where we invite in a select few people and we all go. Lou, that's a little inappropriate, Lou. This is some serious shit, all right? And they go and they hunt. And he goes, we want to go to a place where we have the best chance of having a lot of action. And one place was the Shanley Hotel in like Napa Punk, New York. And then he goes, that's pretty scary. And he goes, but if you go to the Eastern State Penitentiary just outside of Philly, or it's like kind of in Philly, he's like, that place is really, really scary. And I saw a documentary on that place. So basically, sometime within the next couple of months, I asked if Jackie could come too, and he said, yeah. So for the cast, we hook up, we meet up at the Eastern State Penitentiary at about 8 p.m. We get the keys from the owner. We have all this equipment. And there's some other people we meet up with, I'm not the only one, and you do a little meet and greet, and, with a few other people. And then from 8 to 1 o'clock, we go out and we hunt. And one of the main prisoners for only like 9 months in this penitentiary was Al Capone. And I said, I want to get in. Because Capone says he used to see the ghost of some dude that he had killed in this prison. So I said, I want to go into that jail cell and feel the presence of Al Capone. And Rob's like, well, you're not normally allowed in there, but I'll talk to the owner and I'll see if I can get you and Jackie in there ahead of time for a little while. But he's like, dude, I wasn't a believer, and it's cool that you're not a believer and all, but I'm just saying, I went on this thing and it just changed. It changed my life. I just can't tell you what you're gonna see. He goes, people get scratched. I go, what do you mean scratched? He's like, I made the mistake, bad parenting. I took my 13-year-old daughter on one of these ones, not at the Eastern Penitentiary, but another one. And he's like, and at one point she's like, my back is burning, and I've done enough of these now, Pete. I knew what that was. I lifted up the back of his shirt, and there was scratch marks. I'm like, she didn't rub a wall or nothing. He's like, no, dude, sometimes they scratch. They've thrown cans. Check this out. I'm sending you. He goes, this just happened last Friday. at the Eastern State Penitentiary where we're going. Now, this is a bad place, bro. This prison was built in 1822, housed the worst of the worst, tortured them, dipped them in water and hung them on the walls and made their bodies freeze. Crazy shit.
Dogs and cats living together.
Now, do you see this?
Yeah, I got the photo. What is this?
Do you see that black shadow against the wall in the back?
Yeah.
That's a woman last Friday in this spot, ghost hunted. All of a sudden, that appeared, and she took a photo. Now, when they were taking the prisoners to death row to put them in the electric chair, they put black hoods just like that over them. It's a fucking soul. I don't believe in ghosts, bro. I told them I don't. But I'm thinking, if I go here and I become a believer in ghosts, then maybe there is like a heaven or some shit, right? If there's got to be bad spirits, then maybe good people, we do go a good place, right? No? That's good thinking.
Yeah, no, that very well could be true. But as I'm looking closer to this photo, and Lou, maybe you could speak to this. I don't know if you're aware of any type of ghosting, but there's a circle in the shot. You see it?
Mm-hmm.
So I have heard when you take a photo and there is like another like presence there, these circles show up in photographs. Could you ask the guy if there's any truth to this? Or I'm going to propose it to the listeners. Do you know when you take a photo of whatever it might be, a spirit, you think something's in the room, that these little circles show up in the photograph?
That one down there at the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't know. He's like, I don't know what that circle is. I thought it was a stain on my fucking screensaver. I'm talking about the hooded thing behind it. You see that?
I know. I am looking at that. You know, I'm also looking at the circle, which might signify that there's energy in the room. That's what I've heard in the past.
Are you? Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe. I've never really had an encounter with a spirit or a ghost, but I believe that they're out there. Right?
I don't believe. He insists he's been in this prison, and he's like, if you're out there, finish this. Our Father, who art in... And he goes, dude, clear as day. The ghost said, heaven.
Come on. I just got chills down my spine, man.
Molly, you in danger, girl.
Yeah, but if this was true, wouldn't, like, Barbara Walters be there? Like... Back in the day, I'm spending the night, just me and Tom Brokaw. This is crazy. It's, I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, listen, if they told you, hey, Pete, just so you know, part of the experience is you and your wife will sleep in a room that we have designated at the prison. Would you do it?
I originally, yes, I thought that was what it was going to be, and I said to him before we spoke in my email, I said, are we sleeping over? And if so, do Jackie and I get our own jail cell? Because I don't want to sleep next to other people. And is it possible, because he's a fan of the cast, so that the only reason I asked this last one, is it possible to sleep in Al Capone's cell overnight with Jackie?
Wow.
And Jackie was like, I don't know if I would do that, guy. And it's right by my parents, so they could take Sadie. But anyway, it only goes from 8 till 1 because the penitentiary is owned by the state of Pennsylvania, so they're only kind enough to let you use it for a limited amount of time. They're like, yeah, you're not bringing your vape pen and fucking sleeping there all night.
This is it. When is this going down?
He just sent me a list of dates, most a Friday or Saturday, all the way up through June, even he said, July, but he goes, even August, but dude, it gets hot in there in August. He goes, but you're only in there for 5 hours. And he's like, something's going to happen, man. What? 5.
Seems like a long time.
Yeah, but he's like, I go, do we have like coffee? He goes, yeah, we bring coffee. We got snacks. We got water. You know, he goes, honestly, dude, I brought people more than once where they left. They couldn't do it anymore. They were crying. They've left crying. You're going to hear noises. I go, do the ghosts, are they mad at us? They can get angry, but like I said, a couple scratches. I've seen tin cans fly across the room, and You know,
wow.
He goes. There's one room where they're like, where the death row is. That's where a lot of stuff is. He goes, you'll see them sometimes with our special cameras. You see them literally dangling from the ceiling. And I'm like, what is this? This is the Disneyland World ride, the haunted house ride at Disney World.
Oh yeah, but it's really haunted.
I don't believe though, bro. So I told him, I want to believe, but I don't. So he goes, that's cool, So yeah, so I'm gonna pick a date soon. And I'm going for it, dude. For the cast.
Oh, I love it, bro. Can't wait to see what happens at the prison.
Lou, you're more than welcome to come with a date. It's not far from you either.
Fuck that.
Serious?
Dude, I'm getting afraid just thinking about it. No, I don't want to go all that way to be scared.
You take a bus in from Jersey every day. Don't you think that's abundantly scarier than this thing?
Yeah, but that's fun.
All right.
Oh, wow. Pete at the prison. Stay tuned for that episode coming to the Pete and Sebastian show. We're going to subtitle that Pete at the prison.
Yeah, he said he's going to film it all, man. We're going to film it all.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so that's that. Looking forward to that. Whew, good hang. I got one recommendation, gentlemen, and this is an older one you may have seen, but for any of you guys out there that, sometimes your wife or girlfriend wants to watch something a little more along the lines of what we're not interested in. A good compromise is The Divine Secret of the Ya-Ya Sisterhood. Okay? I've seen this 3 times now. 3 times in my life, and I just watched it again the other day, dude. Couldn't stop laughing again. All women. Most of them old, and it's hilarious.
Divine Secret of the what?
Ya-Ya Sisterhood. Something like that. Pretty much that's it. Stars one of my favorite actresses of all time, Ashley Judd, looking lovely in her heyday. The wonderful Sandra Bullock is fantastic. And then the older women with Maggie Smith and Brad Pitt. Oh, God, they're all so funny. It's a great movie, man. I know, guys, you're going to sit down, you're going to go, what am I watching? What the fuck is this? This is ridiculous. And then you're going to find yourself laughing, man. You're going to love it.
Oh, I just wrote that down. I'm definitely in on that. Lana will like that.
Lana would really like it because it's got that little southern charm to it, man. Like Memphis feel to it. Absolutely. It takes place somewhere down south.
2002. Wow, that's an old one.
Yeah. Beautiful movie. Great flick. Funny as hell.
Let me shoot some dates out at you. This weekend, Indianapolis. Saturday, St. Louis. San Diego, May 16th and 17th. May 18th, I'll be in Phoenix, Arizona. Memorial Day weekend, I'll be visiting Las Vegas at the Wynn Hotel for 4 shows. Also, July 19th, Saratoga at the Mountain Winery. July 20th at Thunder Valley Casino Resort, SebastianLive.com for all your ticket needs.
Great hanging, man. A lot of laughs as always, Sebastian.
Take care, guys. Be good.
The show has ended.
You're supposed to just say you were born that way, honey. Boom.
That's
done.
what I thought. I thought she was gonna say I had a dolphin as a mother.